Everybody, I think we are good to go. And let me put everyone in. Hello, everybody. I'm just going to share my screen quickly. And press our present. Nice to see you all there. Okay, we're good to go now. Okay, so welcome everybody. And if you're joining for the first time, that's really awesome. And if you've been on Bootcamp before, that's really great. Okay, so today we are going to be looking at your first online teaching job bootcamp. And our theme is understanding online teaching. Okay, we're looking at strategy and we're looking at beginner friendly for those of you that have just been started. Okay, so excited to spend the next 3 days with you. Okay, so welcome. You're in the right place. If you're thinking about teaching online, you are brand new, you've started, but you feel unsure. Okay, and this is a safe, non-judgmental space for you. Okay, so pop in the chat where you are joining from. Let's have a look and see where you're joining from tonight. And even if you're watching the replay, let us know in the comments where you are joining us from tonight so that I know. Let's have a look where everybody's joining in from. Port Elizabeth, just down the road from you. Gauteng, Cape Town, Boksburg, Northern Cape, Mpumalanga, Pretoria, Newcastle, Nigeria. Wow, okay. KZN, Port Harcourt in Nigeria. Okay, awesome, guys. So great that you guys can all join us. I'm from Port Alfred in the Eastern Cape, small little town by the sea, but it is really awesome here. And so, as you can see, everybody is from all over the show. I see most of you are from South Africa, and a couple of you are from elsewhere, but you can teach online from anywhere. Okay. So, welcome. Sorry, I'm still busy letting everybody in. Okay. I think we're good. I'm so glad you're here. So whether you're completely new or you've just joined it again and you've been on a previous bootcamp, today is going to help you move forward properly. Not just feel motivated, but at the end of today, we want you to help you to understand how online teaching actually works and what online companies are looking for and what you need to focus on if you are wanting to get hired, okay? Because that's the ultimate goal, isn't it? Like we want to get hired, and that's what we all are aiming for. So by the end of tonight, we're going to start having a closer look at what it takes to actually get hired. Okay, and this is going to be interactive, so don't forget to pop your comments in the comment box as we go along. Okay, so let's have a look at why you might be joining us tonight. Actually, before we go into this, if you have been here before, say second time or third time, and if you are new, pop in the comment box new. Let me just see who is new and who has been here before. Okay, new. Second time, welcome, Felicity. New. Second time, new, been here before. Okay, so there are a few of you that have been here before, maybe 2 or 3 of you, and the rest of you are new. Okay, so whatever you are here, that's really awesome and great and welcome. Okay, let's have a look at some of the reasons why you might be joining us tonight. Maybe you're an online ESL teacher who has either lost their job, okay, when all the laws changed in China, you were working for a Chinese company and you faced lots of pay cuts maybe and restructuring. And now there's just so many teachers gearing up for the same job as you, and you just can't find something out there that pays you as much as what maybe you used to earn. Okay, so that's number one. Number two is you're an in-classroom or a traditional teacher who's tired of teaching back-to-back lessons with little free time, and now you want to take your skills out of the classroom and into the online world by creating your own freedom-filled online teaching business so that you can have more time and you can have more money freedom. Okay, and reason number three is you've never taught before, but you're an educator at heart and you want to get started as an online ESL teacher, but you just don't know how to go about it and you don't know how to get started. So which one are you? Are you number one, an online ESL teacher who is tired of the low pay, high stress environment of working for a company that doesn't value your services? Or are you number two, a traditional teacher who is just tired of being on that hamster wheel and you want to take your skills out of the classroom and into the online world? Or you're an educator at heart and you want to find out how to go about getting started as an ESL teacher? Okay, I see lots and lots of threes. I don't actually see any ones over here. And a couple of twos. So a couple of teachers here. But the majority fall into the brackets of that you're an educator at heart and number three, but I have teaching experience. Okay, you're an educator at heart and you want to find out how to go about getting started as an ESL teacher. Okay, so most of you fall into that bracket. Great. And you don't have to have been a teacher before to be able to do this. You really don't. And it is completely different to teaching in classroom, like teaching online. But whatever your motivation is, I've got your back and I am here to help you. And hopefully by the end of these 3 days, you guys can get a lot more clarity. Okay, so as a teacher, you have a choice. You do. You can choose not to start teaching English online because maybe it's just really scary to get started in the beginning. So you continue working for a school or a company where you feel stuck. You stay in your current situation of being overworked and underpaid. You don't grow, you don't evolve, you don't adapt with the times, and you don't upskill yourself to stretch beyond the confinements of traditional teaching. You stay an employee who works hard just to fill someone else's pockets maybe, and you continue to lack freedom and you have only like maybe 2 weeks of holiday per year. You feel uninspired, demotivated, and unhappy. In a year from now, you find yourself in exactly the same position as what you are in now. Okay, that's path number one. Because like so often we stay there because we're just so scared to move out of our comfort zone. Path number two is you decide what, where, who, and how you teach. You claim back your power as a teacher and you commit to making life-altering changes in the way you teach and the way you live. You create your own schedule and you make the rules. You upskill yourself to stretch beyond the confinements of traditional teaching. And you invest in yourself through learning business and marketing skills, okay, because that's one of the things you need if you're going to go on, like not teaching at an ESL company, but eventually when you become an independent teacher. You invest in your education through mentors, business coaches, and courses. You love what you teach and you become inspired. You become motivated by the world of opportunities and possibilities available to you as an educator. And at this time next year, you think, wow, look how far I've come. And you have created a completely different lifestyle for yourself. Okay, so which one are you? Do you want to be number one, where you don't start teaching online and you continue feeling overworked, uninspired, unhappy, stressed, and unfulfilled? Or you're going to go with path number 2. You start teaching online and you work towards creating a life by your own design. Create your dream life with freedom, time, and money as a teacher. Okay. I know I would definitely choose 2. Okay. I see lots and lots of 2s coming out here. I don't see any path number 1. And sometimes we just have to decide, like we're doing this now. I'm going to get all the information that I can get, put it all together. I'm going to take that leap of faith and I'm going to get started. And that's the scary part, maybe, because it's the fear of unknown. I did see someone say earlier that they're a teacher and that it's really scary transitioning from being a teacher to trying online teaching. And it is, because when you're a teacher working at a school, you've got that security and okay, this is how much my salary is going to be every month. And you work in a certain amount of hours to teach in a certain amount of things. But when you go to online teaching, like, it is a completely different path, and it changes, right? But the flexibility and the freedom that comes along with it is really great. Okay, so let's take a moment and to imagine, and you can pop it in the comment box if you want to. Like, why do you want to actually teach online? Like, what would your life be like if you escaped the current restraints that you're in and you could start a teaching business that allowed you more time and more money freedom, that allowed you to create a life by your own design so that you're in control of how much you earn and how much you work? This is what you could work towards as an online teacher. Okay, like, what are your goals? What are your goals about? Why do you want to become an online teacher? How would it change things for you? Pop it in the comment box if you have a goal or you have a reason. Definitely a less stressful and burnt out environment, and to have financial freedom. Okay, great. That's great. I would say, like, I taught in a school for in schools for like 25 years, and like at the end of that, like, you end up feeling, you get like so stressed, and like you're always doing, it's all the stress that goes on, and like you're taking work home, so you're not only working at school. Being a teacher for 10 years, sorry, everybody's typing. Let's see what that one said. Being a teacher for 10 years, and now I want to do this for my family, more time and less stress. Yes, exactly. To have financial freedom, currently unemployed and looking for a way out while still job hunting. Okay. I would have the pleasure to create my life while also making money. The comfort of working from home and being flexible after 36 years of working corporate. Great. Okay. So, like, business, English might be up your street. Financial freedom, William says. Rose, financial freedom and working at your own pace. Financial freedom and an environment that's less stressful. Flexibility and financial freedom. To have financial freedom. Okay, awesome. Great goals, guys. I like it. Okay, so learning the skills and the knowledge that goes along with it is really essential to becoming a successful online teacher. Okay, because this isn't a hobby. This isn't something that you can just really do as a hobby. If you want to be successful at this, this is not a hobby. Okay, so you do have to upskill yourself. You do have to learn things, because eventually you want to move into becoming a teaching business owner, which is your golden ticket to the freedom that you desire. Like, I saw so many people say financial freedom, time freedom. Okay, an online teaching business will allow you to earn what you are worth and free up your time so that you can spend more time with loved ones and do the things that you're passionate about. But the first step, before you can get to that stage, the first step is actually being prepared so that you can get hired as an online teacher. Okay, so that's what we want to look at. Like, how can I get prepared so that I'm hireable, okay, and that I'm going to get hired as an online teacher. Okay, so for me personally, my success has come from being determined to learn the skills, as much skills as I can, the strategies and the knowledge of how to start as an online teacher and how to progress and what the next step is and what they can build into. So, like, you're always learning, even if you've been doing it for a long time. And so now I've formulated a step-by-step strategy and guide to help you guys, online teachers, get started in the online space. Sorry, I just want to let somebody in. There we go. And just so that you can get going quicker than maybe what I did in the beginning, and you can start benefiting from your business much faster, like learning from my mistakes. I can tell you my first day as an online teacher was awful. I hated it, and I almost gave up on that very first day. But luckily, I stuck at it and became successful at it. But that first day is so overwhelming if you don't have somebody there to help you and to guide you. Okay, so for those that don't know me, my name is Kathy. I have two online teaching businesses, one where I teach physically and one where I help new teachers get started in their business. Okay, I love my family life and having time to spend with my family. I love setting goals and achieving them and helping other people to set goals and achieve them too. I think that's why I did a live coaching course last year as well. So I've added that on to what I am able to do. I'm extremely passionate about helping teachers create freedom in their lives and in the way that they teach. That's me. Okay, so I've been doing this since 2019. I started with an ESL company and then I moved onto a marketing platform after that. And now I work between a marketing platform and I have private students. So I kind of do a mixture of both of them. And I have helped hundreds of teachers earn an online income. Okay, these are some of my little kitties that I've had for many, many years. Still have these same kids that are in these pictures. Okay, William, what made my first online teaching course awful? What made my first online class? It wasn't it was the day really, because I joined this company and we got trained on working on the company's platform. So I knew exactly how to work on the company's platform. Everything was downloaded and everything was done. But in this company, you can get lessons, like you open your schedule, and sometimes if you haven't filled up a slot, like you have to keep checking, and 5 minutes before the time you might get a new lesson. And I suddenly had all these lessons that said class in. Okay, and that was not the company's platform, and nobody from the company had said you actually need to download the class in app as well. So I ended up missing like 2 lessons on my first day because I didn't have the software and I didn't know what class in was and I didn't know how to use it. Obviously, then I went back to the person that interviewed me and I said, hey, what's going on here? I haven't been able to do these classes because I don't have the necessary, and she had forgotten to tell me about it. So that's what made it really terrible. But I've learned from that. So like now, that's why I help everybody that I mentor, like really be prepared and really ask about what they're going into with a company. Okay. So let me know in the comments, would it change your life if you could start earning an income from the comfort of your home or from anywhere in the world? Pop a hell yes in the comments if you're ready and you're excited to achieve this for yourself. Hell yes. Hell yes. Oh yes, definitely. Hell to the yes. I like that. Indeed, hell yes, definitely. Hell yes, definitely. Definitely hell yes. Okay, awesome, guys. And just for out of interest sake, is everyone you wanting to teach from home, or are there some of you that are wanting to like travel and teach? Is there anyone here that wants to do that? So many hell yeses and definitely yeses coming on here. Okay, from home, travel, nice, Martha. Travel and teach, work from home. Travel and teach, work from home. 10,000%. It's so awesome working from home. But you know, the nice thing about it as well is like if you had to go on like vacation or and you don't want to miss out on all those days of not working and not getting paid, like you can literally take your laptop with you to wherever you work and open a couple of hours a day teaching. So you could still have your vacation and then maybe like mix in a little bit of work with it as well if you didn't want to just like completely not work for those days. So that's the awesome part about it. And there's so many people that travel around the world and travel all over doing this. And they kind of pack up their backgrounds and pack up their backdrops, put it in a backpack and pick up their laptop and kind of off they go. Like they have everything, they take everything with, and you can set up as long as you've got some Wi Fi from somewhere. Okay, but working from home is just really amazing. Uh, I went to town the other day and someone said to me, "Oh, I thought you guys had moved away because we never see you anyway." So I was like, "Oh, I teach online, so I'm always at home." Like and sometimes I order my shopping online. So I don't often like I don't always go to town. Okay, but like often we feel like, hell yes, I'm going to do this thing. But then something comes and talks to us, and we have these limiting beliefs, right? Like we think to ourselves, oh, I don't have the skills or and I don't have the knowledge to start teaching online. Like I really don't know where to start. I don't know where to learn about being an online teaching business. I'm not cut out for being an online teacher. Okay, so like maybe that's like what's going through your head, or that's what's holding you back. Or maybe you think, oh, I need so many different qualifications because I really want to be a teaching business owner in the end, but like now I need to go do a marketing degree and I'm needing to do all of this thing to actually get started. I need more time to get more experience. I need to work at lower rates first, like, and that puts you off. Or maybe you think, okay, now is maybe not the right time to start a teaching business. Like, I'm going to start my teaching business next year. I don't have time to do it right now. Having an online business is so risky, and I don't have money to start an online business. Okay, like often people do think that, oh, I just don't have the money to start it. Okay, and there's not really that much that you do need to like really get started. Obviously, you do need your laptop, which is your biggest expense, but you don't need hundreds of different things. Okay. Let me know in the comments if you've ever experienced a limiting belief or a self doubt while thinking about starting your online business. And like, what kind of limiting belief did you maybe have? So, like, thinking like now is not the right time, maybe, or you need more qualifications, or you don't have the skills or knowledge to start teaching online. It's so easy to start getting those doubts, and you stay procrastinating. Will I be able to do the work? Okay, Gustav. The lack of confidence of the unknown, no teaching experience. My limiting belief was it was too good to be true, and the confidence. I don't know that I don't have the knowledge. Yes, I need to learn the skills and knowledge to start. I don't have the confidence to face it. Okay. Now's not the right time. I don't have the skills, confidence. I don't have the skills and knowledge. I lack confidence on new technology. Yes, the tech stuff. The thought of doing a demo makes me nervous. Okay, the lack of skills and confidence to start. Okay, these are all things that pop up, aren't they? Like we think, okay, oh, this really makes it difficult for me. Good. Okay. Let's oops. Sorry. Okay, let's go on. You can learn as you go. Nothing is stopping you except you just try. You will get the hang of it. Exactly, Chantal. That's exactly that's exactly what we should think about it, right? Okay, so what you're going to walk away with over the next 3 days, you're going to walk away with a clear understanding of the industry, a step-by-step plan to follow, confidence to start applying, and a bonus if you stay with me for all 3 days. Okay, I'm going to tell you more about the bonus a little bit later. Okay, so this boot camp is for you if you are new to online teaching, you want to work from home. I see lots of you want to work from home. You don't know where to start, or you've tried before and you've got stuck. And if you've attended one of my boot camps before, today will help you to maybe fill in the gaps that's stopping you from actually getting hired. Okay, so tell me in the chat, okay, because this is interactive, okay? Because remember, online teaching is like 70% student talking time and only 30% teacher talking time. So we're being interactive here, practicing. Okay, so I'd love to know where you are right now. So pop it in the chat. A, you're just researching. B, you're ready to apply. C, you've already applied. D, you've tried before, but you didn't get hired. Let's see, like, where is everybody at? Okay, ready to apply. A, ready to apply. I'm like A and B and C, already applied. Completed TEFL certificate and ready to apply. Ready to apply. Good, ready to apply. Okay, I can see there's a lot of you that are ready to apply already, and a couple of you that are just researching. And there's a few of you that have applied before. Not in any position, Martha. Okay, so you're just listening out, okay, in the beginning. Okay, that's good. Okay, and if you're watching the replay, pop in the comments exactly where you are as well. So the truth about online teaching, what most people get wrong, is one of the biggest mistakes I see is people think, I just need to find a company and apply, like any random company. But online teaching doesn't work like that. It's not one company, one application, and instant results, okay? It isn't like that. It is an actual process to getting hired. Like, it's a preparation before, like getting prepared before you actually apply and getting everything all together and making sure that you've got everything together and then choosing one or two companies to apply to, not like 100 different companies where you get so confused and you just don't know where you are at. Okay, so let's have a look at the real hiring process, like how people actually get hired. Like, this is what actually works. Okay, so first of all, what you're doing here tonight is like, and over the next 3 days is you're learning about the industry, right? You're learning about what it is all about. Okay, that's your first step. Learn the industry. Find out as much information as you can about teaching online. Okay, the next one is to prepare properly. That preparing properly means you have made yourself an introduction video. You have got your CV sorted. You've got a cover letter sorted, and you've done your profile photograph. Okay, so you've prepared properly. You've researched the companies that you want to apply to. Okay, that's all under preparing properly. For those of you that have already applied, did you do all of these steps? Like, did you learn about the industry before you applied? Did you prepare properly? Did you make your introduction video? And did you do your CV? And did you do everything before you applied? Or did you apply and then you had to start running around trying to then film a CV. So film an introduction video and create your CV. Like, that's when things become chaotic and when things become like really difficult to do. Okay. Then apply to companies after that. Like, choose 3 companies or 2 or 3 companies to apply to, and keep track of them. Like, I remember, like, at one stage when I first started, I just started applying to random places, and I even forgot about the places that I actually applied to. So do your research, find out about the companies, think about what company is actually a good fit for you, and then apply to those companies. Okay, so like Rose says, she already had her introduction video and had a CV. Carol says it was chaotic at the beginning. I applied and then unfortunately tried to wing it, doing things at the time they were needed, not before. Okay, and that's when it becomes difficult, because that's when you do a rush job and maybe you haven't perfected everything and you haven't got things like you actually want them to do because you're now under pressure. Okay. And then, like, say you get rejected, like, then you want to go and ask them for feedback, okay? Because you want to find out, like, what is the reason why I wasn't accepted? And then you can improve on that based on the feedback, okay? So you can think, okay, this is what they said, I didn't do this and this and this. So, like, I can take that now and I can improve on that when I'm going to get hired, okay? And then the next step is getting hired. So the people who succeed follow this kind of pattern, okay? They don't guess it and they don't wing it. Like, this is the way, like, to get hired, is to be organized and to plan what you're going to do. Okay. Let's look at why people don't get hired. Like, there are some common mistakes that people do. This is where, like, most people get stuck. Like, you have a weak or unclear resume, or your resume is not tailored for ESL companies, okay? It's tailored to a general working resume or CV. You haven't changed it to be like a CV that needs to be sent out to an ESL company. You have a poor introduction video. Your introduction video is too long, too short. There's not much information in it, or you're talking about the wrong things. Okay, you didn't prepare for the interview. You didn't practice some interview questions that you might get asked. Okay, so you have no interview preparation done. And you only applied to 1 or 2 companies and then you gave up after that. Okay, you stopped. You didn't keep on applying. Okay, and the important thing is, it's not because you can't do it, but maybe it's because nobody showed you how to do it, okay? Like, there is a process, there is a way to do it. Especially, like, with this resume. Like, people often think, okay, I'm just going to make my resume, and you put everything in like you would if you're applying for a normal job, okay? And it doesn't work like that. This is very industry specific. And so is your introduction video. Okay, so what companies really, really look for? And it's not what you think. They don't need you to be perfect. Okay, they don't. They're looking for, when they see your CV and when they see your introduction video, they're looking to see, well, you've got clear communication. You have confidence. Okay, you have a friendly personality and you have an ability to help students to speak. That's it. Okay, that's why they hire you. That's what they're looking for. They wanted to hear, what do you sound like? How clear are you? Are you friendly? Will the students like you? And remember, like, if you're applying to marketing platforms, which we'll go into more detail in all of these things tomorrow, then your introduction video gets used on your platform as well. Like that's what people see of you. They're going to play your introduction video every time they come to book you, and that's what they're going to see. Okay, so let's look at types of online teaching. Okay, there's different ways to teach online. There are different types of platforms. Okay, so one of the easiest platforms to start off with is conversation platforms. Okay, where you talk and it's like you working on students' conversational skills. And then you get like structured lesson platforms where you have these structured lessons to follow. And you have private tutoring as well, like if you want to become an independent teacher. Okay, so this is important because not all platforms are beginner friendly. Okay, so you want to find something that is beginner friendly, something that's easy to start off with, something that you can build up experience. And like I was doing some training in my teacher membership yesterday or last night, we had some training and we were busy looking at platforms and like applying to different platforms. And when we said like, it's important to find out what the platform actually offers. So that's why we're saying do your research. Like, say you wanted to apply to Palfish, go in and see what are the requirements for Palfish. Like, what do they require from you? Is it easy to work for them? Like, what do they offer you according to what level you're at? Maybe if you've been a teacher before, it's going to be easier for you and you can choose a more difficult platform to work for. But you've never been a teacher before, you don't have any experience, then maybe you want to find a platform that's more beginner friendly. So it's important to do that research before the time. And, and also you can go into Google even and you can type in the company's name and like put in reviews. Like, what's it like to type into Google, what is it like to work for Palfish and see what it comes up with. You're going to come up with probably some reviews from people that have worked in those places before. Or what's it like to work for Preply, or what's it like to work for Amazing Talker, like wherever you decide that you want to apply for. Like, have a look, and like maybe people say, oh, you don't get paid, or they skip payments. You work for 1 month and they don't pay you. Like, maybe you'll see a review like that, or maybe you will see you get fined so much that you never end up with any money. Okay, and you don't want to apply to a place like that either. So you want to really do that research before the time and see like what's going to suit me. What kind of platform do I want to apply to? Okay, so let's look a bit at the income reality here. So let's talk about money. So I always like to be honest here. Online teaching is not instant high income. Okay, it's not like, oh, I'm going to start teaching and I'm going to earn this big amounts of money. Okay, because it doesn't start like that. At this start, maybe your income is going to be a bit lower because you're still learning and you're still gaining experience. So maybe the company that you choose to start off with, because it's an easy company to work with, maybe they don't pay as much as what another company pays. But you can take it as a learning experience. So that's what I was saying yesterday in my training. Like, even if you start for $7 an hour or $10 an hour, but you're taking this as like maybe your first 3 months working for that company is going to be there to help you gain experience. Okay, you're not thinking about it of making yourself rich with that, but you're thinking about like how I can improve so that I can get a better rate moving forward, because now I've gained some experience and I know what to expect. Also working for a company, because they find you're going to become a lot better with showing up on time, making sure all your tech is working. Those are great skills to have. So when you maybe move over to a marketing platform where you can start earning more money, you're going to have those skills that you've learned when you were by the lower paying job. Okay, over time, you're going to improve and you're going to be able to increase your rates. Okay, and you can teach on multiple platforms. You don't only have to teach on one platform. Like, I would definitely say, like, when you start off, just choose one platform to teach on. But when you get the hang of it and you see you've still got open times, then apply to another platform and then just learn how to schedule yourself so you don't double book yourself. So you could open one day with one company, like you could alternate days, or you could split your times between different companies. You can open, close your schedule. So you are able to teach on multiple platforms. It just takes a bit of organizing. Okay. So what is your goal? Tell me in the chat. Why do you want to teach online? Do you want extra income, full-time income? I know some of you have already answered this. Work from home or flexibility? Flexibility. Full-time income, extra income, unemployed for a long time, looking for an income. Full-time income, full-time, full-time, flexibility, full-time income. 2, 3, and 4, flexibility, full-time income. Okay, so there's a lot of you that want this as a full-time job. Okay, and you can get that way, like in the beginning, like if things are a bit slow, you could apply to another platform and then work on 2 platforms to fill up your schedule. Full-time job, flexibility, and full-time income. Like when I started, maybe I was working like 8 to 10 hours a day. Once I got my schedule filled, I was doing a lot of hours. But now for me, 5 hours a day is like good for me because my rate is a lot higher. And so I don't need to really work more than that. Normally on Saturdays, I have a long day. But besides from that, I'm usually working like 5 hours a day, maybe. And the rest of the time I do this, helping other teachers get started, and doing family stuff. Okay. Flexibility and gaining more experience in the teaching field, that's great. Okay, the shift. The difference between trying and getting hired. Okay, the difference is really simple. Okay, so people who succeed, they plan it and they follow a process. They stay consistent and they don't try and figure out everything alone. Okay, because nowadays you don't have to figure out things alone. Okay, there's always a lot of help around. You just have to look for the help. So really don't try and figure things out alone. Okay, and follow some kind of process. Think about those steps that we said. Like this is my process going to be like to getting hired. This is what I'm going to put into place. Okay, so the bonus at the end of this boot camp, you're going to get a boot camp completion bonus. So if you attend all 3 days and you stay until the end of day 3, I'm going to send you a get hired starter pack. Okay, so it's going to have inside of it resume template, introduction video script, some interview questions and answers, and an application checklist. So everything you need to actually start applying with confidence, okay? And that's going to be sent out after day 3. So I will take a screenshot at the end of each session to see like who has been on, and then I will send that out to you guys. Okay, just to make things easier for you with applying. Okay, so let's look at day 2 tomorrow. We're going to be looking at getting hire ready. Okay, tomorrow is where things get really practical. Okay, we're going to cover your resume, your introduction. Okay, I actually put script in there as well. Okay, I want to look at I want to speak to you about writing your introduction video script. Okay, that's really practical. Then we're going to look at your resume, your introduction video, and how to prepare for interviews. Okay, so for me, it's always easier if you do write a script out before the time. Like you can write yourself a script out for your introduction video. You can practice your introduction video like that. You can tweak your script and then you go and record your introduction video. Okay, we're also going to be looking at how to prepare for interviews. Okay, so this is where you're going to start building everything that you need. Okay. At this point, a lot of people realize, phew, I understand this, but I'm not sure I can do it alone. And that's exactly why I have like 2 different communities. I have a paid community where I am like I mentor people, help them with their resumes, but I'm going to tell you more about that tomorrow. I'm not really going to go into that today. But I have a free teacher online community. Like a lot of people asked me about a WhatsApp group and stuff, but I didn't want to do that. I have On School, which is a really great app where I already have my paid community. I have a free community on there. I'm going to pop it's in the comment sections at the end, and you can just join that. That's free to join. Like there's lots of like little bits of info and some help that come in on that. Okay, so you do have a bit of homework. Okay, your script. Okay, try and work on your script. Your action step as well is so work on your introduction video script. Your action step today as well is download the guide. You're going to get a guide as well. It's going to go out with the replay emails tonight. Decide if you actually are serious about this. And come back tomorrow ready to build. Okay, so go and think about your script, like what you could be writing in your introduction video. Right, think and like get the basics down. Okay, that's what we want to have. Get some basics of that down. Okay, then download the guide that I'm going to send out with the email tonight. And decide for yourself if you're serious about this. Come back tomorrow. Okay. So make sure you come back tomorrow because you don't want to miss the bonus after day 3. Okay. Well done, guys. Thank you for being here. And I'm just going to stop this share and see. Oh, and now I'll see all of you. I'm going to just take these screenshots quickly to see who all is here. I see some of you opened your camera, so good job to you. Okay. And I want to just get that free community link for you quickly. So this one is free to join and there's some like basic info on it. It's not the same obviously as the paid community, but at least it's something for you guys. It will give you a little bit of help. Okay, so I'm going to post it in there. Okay, so that's the free community. And then I'm also going to put on here I just want to put on my YouTube channel. You'll see there is a lot of, I don't know if you've been onto my YouTube channel before, there is a lot of extra help on there for you guys. I just want to quickly grab the link and put it in for you. There are so many different videos that I've been loading on, just trying to build up like some basic help for you guys. So you'll see there's just so much in there that you can use. Okay, and here we go. Okay, so there's 2 free things for you. There's the YouTube channel. Okay, so just subscribe to that because then you'll get all of the different videos. You'll see there's a lot of like these old replays of the boot camps. There's like how to apply interview questions, mistakes people make. There's just a lot of info on there. that you can get. And then obviously there's the free community that you guys can join and choose. Okay, so thank you very much for coming on tonight. And tomorrow we're going to, like, we've built the basics tonight. Okay. And tomorrow we're going to kind of get into all of the details. And I see quite a few of you have got your cameras open. So that's really good practice for being an online teacher. Okay. So seeing yourself on camera is really good. Okay. So if you keep your camera open, that's a really good thing to keep practicing doing that. Because the more you see yourself, the easier it is going to become when you start to do lessons. Because I promise you, the first few times you start teaching and you see yourself on camera, it's quite a scary thing. It's quite overwhelming. Okay, so well done to everybody, and I will see you all back tomorrow. Same link, but I'll send everything out in an email tonight. Have a good night, everybody. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.